Hello. Today I wanted to show something JetBrains has released. So it's basically an AI tool called Junie. That's how I'm pronouncing it. I, uh, so let's see what is the capability of this Junie. Okay. So what I have done is I have created an empty Kotlin project. You can call it as a Hello World project on Kotlin. So let me open the Gradle file. It has nothing, just the dependency of Kotlin, and the main contains Hello World. And if I run this, it's going to say Hello World. That's pretty much about the project that I have created. So you can see that it says Hello World. And now let's open Junie. And this is, as I told you, it's right now in alpha. And this is going to do the work for us. Um, so let's give it a task. So you can use this in two ways right now. One is to ask about the existing project, and the next one is directly code for you. And there is also a brave mode, which will basically allow Junie to execute terminal commands without your confirmation needed. So it's easy for it to fetch all the informations, like do an ls on it and write into it and all of those. So right now I'm not going to give that power to Junie. I'm just going to ask it to do a task, and if needed, it will ask me and I will ask it to execute those commands. Okay, so let's give it a task to create and compose desktop app that will use the Unsplash API to show all the images. And when the user clicks on the image, let's download it. Okay, this is the task I'm going to give it. Let's give it in the prompt. So here is our prompt. Let's give it a shot and see how it works. So it's setting an LLM request and now it's working on it. So it is planning right now. So what I have observed is it's pretty slow, but it does the job very good. So it has came up with a brief plan. I'll close this, and the plan is to examine the build.gradle file and understand the current project, update it. So while updating it, it is asking me because I did not give the brave mode. If I have given the brave mode, it would have already automatically changed it. So before approving, you can see what is the change it is going to do. So it's basically going to add all the compose dependency. So I will approve it and it will do the changes for us on the Gradle file. It has done the changes, and it has also planned to write the desktop UI. Also, it is going to create ktor files for us, and it is also going to do the JSON parsing, implement the Unsplash API client itself. So I did not give any schema that how Unsplash API is going to look like. It's going to figure it out on its own and going to do it. Let's see how it works. So again, it's asking for an approval. Now it's changing the versions. It's downgrading the version from Kotlin 2.1 to 1.9.0. I don't know why it's doing, but yeah, let's approve it and see what happens. Okay, and also coil did not resolve. So it's going to change it probably. Let's see what it does. It's opening a main and it's updating it. So this file is going to be updated, and it has created a package name for me, and it has added a model, unsplash photo, URLs, links, user, profile image. It has created all the models it needs, and made sure to add this serializable annotation to it so that it can hit the API and get the data. And someone is using this. Who is using it? Okay, it has created an unsplash API service, and it we will have to replace this key probably. Yeah, this is the only one thing that we will have to do. And it has methods for get and search. We did not even ask it to do the search, but yeah, it decided to do the search as well. And download is also there. Yeah, it's doing the work. Now it has changed the main file. Let's open it and see. Okay, the main file has changed. It has a material theme now, and it is having something called Pixel Wall Street app. Yeah, that is inside the UI package now. Here it's doing all the work like remember and all of those. It did not um, create a view model or anything of that sort. It just decided to call the service directly from the UI layer, uh, which is fine. Well, let's see if that works though now. Um, it has created a components package, and then it has placed the search bar inside it. How thoughtful. Yeah. Mm. And it has also added the experimental material 3 API annotation to make sure the build doesn't fail. What else? Yeah, now the main is compilable, and it has created a image grid component which will have a lazy vertical grid, and all the photos are going to be in an image card, and the image card is having this, and it is also having a remember async image painter. Okay, it's updating it actively. Let's fast forward this from here. Okay, so it has decided to create a photo detail dialog. Probably a dialog box when the user clicks on it. Okay, so it has completed the task. Now let's quickly grab an API key, and I will put it over here, and let's run the app. So I have updated the API key um, in this Unsplash API service. And now let's try running the Compose app and see what it has. Okay, coil is not found, and we will have to fix this. Let's give this error message to Junie and see what it does. I'm just pasting it, not giving any more context to it. Just asking it to code, and it's going to be in the brave mode right now. If it wants to make the changes, let's see what it does. Going to research appropriate way to include coil KT in the Compose desktop application. It has changed from coil compose to coil compose JVM. It's automatically execute building the entire project, and it understood that the dependency resolution issue is still present, and it's again changing it. Now it has decided to manually handle the image. No external image loading library is going to be needed, which means it's going to change the entire code base, remove the coil dependency, and do it. Let's see if that works. Okay, it says it's done. Now let's click on the run and see what it does. Okay, this is working, and we have an app that is running, showing the images from Unsplash. On clicking on it, we are able to see a detailed dialog box, and clicking on download actually downloaded the file. So that's how powerful Junie is. So it did a job and it had some errors. We gave the error message to it. It resolved itself, and that's Junie for you.